Vlogs day 144. I already started laying a song and I forgot to hit record. I just came up with a bunch of acoustic parts. I'm laying the second layer to be panned of the acoustic guitar of the main chord progression with a basic drum beat right now. All you're going to hear is the guitar, and then I'll show you the parts. I'm going to stand up and you're going to see just the guitar for a second. Alright, pretty much alternates in phrases of 4. Cool. I think I got enough for build this on the ground. Intro or a bridge? Definitely a verse. I wanted to see what I could do with just 3 chords. It's just E minor, D with an F sharp bass, and G. Time to put a song to it. When I have the next idea, I'll film myself. Love y'all! Well, I took a break and a shower and a lot of time off, and now it's dark and late at night, but I'm back. This song was still in my head, so I laid those guitars, and then I felt like this is like an artist song this time around. I have different ways of writing songs: lyric first, music first, inspiration, a theme, like a school project that makes me stick to a certain topic. But today I was influenced by doing everything I shouldn't do. So, like, no thinking, no censoring, no traditional structure. And I got a nice minute and a half of a song. I think I'm gonna try to finish it up tonight before I go to bed. I'll let you hear it. It's different. Right now it's just parts. I usually always think when I'm making a song, have it ready to perform, but I said fuck it today. I used to believe in destiny, now I say fuck it. Fuck it, fuck it, fuck it. I used to believe in destiny, now I say fuck it. Fuck it, fuck it. Here's a melodic part. I know. Filter drums. I'm gonna make the kick more pronounced. Not yet. This filter kick I like. I might change up the rhythm of the kick, is what I meant to say a little bit. Lost in the masses, with sauce in the glasses. Is there any other way to get there? I'm starting to believe there's not a chance. It's part of the path that I tried to move past it. I like this. But then I kept missing, and I feel like this is my last chance. I can't say that I like myself. People saying I'm doing the best that I can. I'm notice for the work that I do, but it don't mean I feel like the man. Every time I try, I get the night, I'm trying to survive. Sometimes I feel like it'd be easier to die. But I do like the life that I live. I just don't like the stress and the size. I used to believe in destiny, now I say fuck it. Just feel like that some days, man. I used to believe in destiny, now I say fuck it. Fuck it, fuck it. Alright, so I'm gonna fix that kick on that last part and then write some more. And I'll be back.
Alright, so I finally got my shit written. It's like 40 minutes later. What I'm writing, I can knock out a couple songs in a day, but I do spend some time on the lyrics. It's a passion of mine. Anyway, took a little bit of time. So even though I said I didn't abide to a structure, once I had that first part of many parts, I labeled that my structure. And then I used that as a formula for the second verse. New words, same feel. So I even copy, like, I'm gonna record the parts the same way with the same layers, same harmonies, same parts as the first thing I have. Basically first and second verse. Just a unique structure because I have it changing every phrase or so. So now I'm gonna layer the first part of the second verse thing. I won't ever stop a dream. Then I remember that I did it more legato or slurred, so I have to do that again. Oh, I won't ever stop a dream. So I go to a different beat. And because I'm doing out of the box, instead of doing one live take, I'm just going to get all these parts. It's a unique song. And then maybe like a full live take, just to prove that I can sing a whole damn song straight through. But like I said, I'm doing things different this time because I feel like it. I won't ever stop a dream. So I go to a different beat. So now we got the left and the right tracks. Now the center. Make sure I'm recorded in mono. Yeah. I won't ever stop a dream. Huh. I go to a different beat. And then I noticed in the first verse I actually did a little monotone, low register. So I'll do that. It's really low. I won't ever stop a dream. So I go to a different beat. Cool. So just to show you what I have, I just layered that like I layered the first part of the verse. So I won't ever stop a dream. And if you see the first part, the first verse, same melody, different words, obviously. I know what this means to me. Second verse. I won't ever stop a dream. So now I'm going to move on to the second part. In the first verse, it was something like, lost in the masses, with sauce in the glasses. Is there any other way to get there? I'm starting to believe there's not a chance. It's part of the path that I tried to move past it. Okay, time to record my second part. Ba 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 ba. I bet I can. Okay, so I don't mean to be different, but I'm just different. I look around sometimes surprised and then I say, what is this? Am I chasing wishes? Or just close? I don't mean to be different. Nope, that ain't it. Close though. I don't mean to be different, but I'm just different. I look around sometimes surprised and then I say, what is this? Am I chasing wishes or just wasting wishes? I can't take this business, but I'm too damn good not to do what I do. And then I remembered the second layer was a higher rap octave. I don't mean to be different, but I'm just different. I look around sometimes surprised and then I say, what is this? Am I chasing wishes or just chasing wish? Get the words right. That was close though. I don't mean to be different, but I'm just different. I look around sometimes surprised and then I say, what is this? Am I chasing wishes or just wasting wishes? I can't take this business, but I'm too damn good not to do what I do. Cool, so now we got that part, and then there's one more part in the first verse I made where the last phrase was more of rapping, so then I wrote my second verse accordingly. So many hours devoted to being great, but being great is maybe great at being late. I don't see fate as something great, I see fate as something placed that's in my way, challenging me to challenge it to make me great. I'm gonna probably mess this up once or twice, but let's get it. Alright, so do we even have a choice in this world, or is it all smoke and mirrors? The more that I close my eyes, let me go up to that again. Do we even have a choice in this world, or is it all smoke and mirrors? The more that I close my eyes, the more I see things clearer. So many hours devoted to being great, but being great is maybe great at being late. I don't see fate as something great, I see fate as something placed that's in my way, challenging me to challenge it to make me great. Now it's time to layer it. Okay, so now I have two more identical layers that get panned to the left and the right to make it full. These are pretty much my vocal techniques. Well, no, that's not true, because this is totally different. But I'm still applying the same techniques I use. Sometimes it's good to have multiple identical takes so you can pan some, keep one centered, plus ad-libs or harmonies. Ad-libs are the rap equivalent of harmonies. You know, certain words you emphasize, whether it be with a different emotion or an over-exaggerated emotion, or if it's singing, it's a different note, so it creates, you know, a chord, a vocal chord, pun intended, I guess. Alright, so I'm layering the rap part. I'm gonna be a little meaner. Do we even have a choice in this world, or is it all smoke and mirrors? The more that I close my eyes, the more I see things clearer. So many hours devoted to being great, but being great is maybe great at being late. I don't see fate as something great, I see fate as something placed that's in my way, challenging me to challenge it to make me great. That's it. Now I have to do one more identical take, so I can pan that to the right, and I'll show you everything. Do we even have a choice in this world, or is it all smoke and mirrors? The more that I close my eyes, the more I see things clearer. So many hours devoted to being great, but being great is maybe great at being late. I don't see fate. Said had instead of has, or vice versa. Do we even have a choice in this world, or is it all smoke and mirrors? The more that I close my eyes, the more I see things clearer. So many hours devoted to being great, but being great is maybe great at being late. I don't see fate as something great, I see fate as something placed that's in my way, challenging me to challenge it to make me great. Cool. So I have to do one more ad-lib. So I also took the, you know, I'm just sharing things that I'm sure you as a songwriter, if you're watching this, may go through. Sometimes, it's like a simple artistic decision to, like, your verse is supposed to end at the end of the verse, right? Well, in this case, you'll hear when I play the music, my verse actually ends on the first downbeat of the next measure of the chorus. So, I don't know, maybe that'll resonate with someone. Try not to stick to structure. That's the whole point of this song for me. So now I'm going to do one more call and response, just like talking shit. The most relevant reference would be Migos, but this has been a common track layering technique since recording music has been invented. World, mirrors, eyes clearer, great, late, great. Cool. Alright, so now I'll show you what I got. That was 10 minutes of recording one verse. But now I'll show you the music and we'll keep it moving. Okay, so I also created the space here between the first and second verse after the hook. We'll get to that. So for the hook, as of now, I wanted to do shit really different, so really plain. Really not a lot of music there. And then here's the second verse I just recorded. This is different. You're like, I'm blessed with the ability to create new music, things that have never been done. I also recognize that there's not always a huge market for that. Sometimes I gotta do it just for myself. Just wasting wishes. I can't take this business, but I'm too damn good not to do what I do. Do we even have a choice in this world? Or is it all smoke and mirrors? The more that I close my eyes, the more I see things clearer. So many hours devoted to being great, but being great is maybe great to be a later. Let's see fade to something great, let's see fade to something place that's in my brain. Challenge it, be the challenge it to make me. I used to believe in destiny, now I say fuck it. I'll show you what I mean by how that verse ends on the beginning of the beat of the hook. So here's the end of that second verse, what I was talking about. Fade to something great, let's fade to something place that's in my way. Challenge it, be the challenge it to make me great. I used to believe in destiny, now I say fuck it. Fuck it, fuck it, fuck it. I used to believe in destiny, now I say fuck it. Now it's time to make this music couture. So I'm pretty pumped about this. I'm gonna work on the interlude now, that musical space I left between the first and second verse after that hook, and add some electric guitar and keep it moving. I want to finish the song today. I need it. So thanks for still watching. This is the process. I recognize I'm still jet lagged from LA. I lived in LA for 4 months. And it's fucking 2 o'clock in the morning, and like I'm just going now. All right, I'll be back when I come up with more music. All right, now everything is super organized, and I get to go back to having fun with creating some more music around this weird ass fucking thing I wrote. But I want to finish it. I'm gonna wake up today, and either love it or hate it. But I'm gonna do it complete, so then I can send it off to my partner to have it mixed and mastered perfectly. So shout out Paul Mendenhall. Right now I'm kind of just improvising. Fuck around, record though. If I get a good take, I'm gonna keep it because I'm going for ambiance. If I can play the right notes. I'm torn. Probably less. I think I got it. Something simple like. Simple wins. doing? Alright, I'm gonna go to that interlude because that's where I know I want a guitar.
Cause I do like the life that I live. I just don't like the stress inside.
I think it's super distorted. More distorted.
I used to believe in destiny, now I say fuck it. I used to believe in destiny, now I say fuck it.
And now some reverb. Hey, That's fucking loud. Maybe with some reverb.
I don't mean to be different, but I'm just different. I look around sometimes and I chase the just wasting you even have a choice in this world, but I don't so confused. The more that I close my eyes, the more I see it's clearer. So when I'm with the book, be a breaker, and be great to be a maker. Let's take something great, let's take something great, let's give a break, challenge to be a challenge to make it right. You first believe in destiny, now I say fuck it. I used to believe in destiny, now I say fuck it.
Let's see. I'll come back when I have a part. Alright. I've reached the point in the song. I've added live electric guitars. I've added just a simple synth drum with delay. Just to give it some feel. I think I'm going to actually run that all the way through. But I've reached a point where it's a complete song now. And I think it's time for me to take a break. So enjoy this montage of me doing my final touches with the audio behind it. Nappy Vlogs, day 144. There is a complete song in a day. I separated it by not doing music for a while so I could keep the inspiration, because I challenged myself to do something so weird. And I like this song. I hope when I wake up tomorrow I like it, but as of now I like it. So I'm going to give it one final listen to myself. But I hope you enjoyed this process. Hopefully maybe you learned something. And I'm definitely still jet lagged because it's 3 o'clock in the morning on the East Coast, and I could make music for another 12 hours. What did I call this file? Oh, that's it. Well, I'm pumped. And I think it's actually going to be a sequel to another song of mine that's not released. I think I'm going to do like a double thing, like, because this is like, I used to believe in destiny, but now I say fuck it. I have another song about destiny that's more optimistic. I'm pumped on this. So Nappy Vlogs, day 144. If you get writer's block, which I hadn't had today, but I've used this technique before. Challenge yourself to do each step of making a song in a way that you wouldn't do, and yet you wouldn't feel comfortable with it. The hardest thing is finishing it. That's why I made sure to finish this one today, otherwise I would never look at this again. And now it's all properly organized to get mixed and mastered, so I can put it in my catalog. Maybe I'll love it tomorrow, maybe I'll hate it. But that's the making of a complete song. So, in a very weird way, there's multiple ways you can rehearse a song first and play it perfectly, of course. You can write it in the studio, you can abide the formulas, or, like I said earlier, you can break all the rules. It's not good to break all the rules all the time and have nothing that people can relate to, but I do think that this process is what builds your sound. So you gotta put in double the work like I am, and create stuff, have different batches of music, have your total artistic batch, and then have stuff that is traditionally marketable. You know, even if you go independent, it's good to experiment with stuff that you know will resonate well with the people. And then you hook them, you turn their heads, and you give them your Picasso. Today I made a Picasso. It needs to be mixed, there needs to be I need to add some more simple vocal effects, just a little distortion and turn up the high end so it just adds a little more grunge to the vocals. But nothing, I don't think, on my performance really. Now it's just mixing. I may add one more synthesizer line, a trippy synthesizer line. Like, I just kind of have that thought in my head. But I'm done. So Nappy Vlogs, day 144. Thanks for coming and tuning in one more time. If you do music or you create and you're an artist, I hope you are inspired. I love y'all. Peace. That was a cha-cha-cha times 2.0. Nappy Vlogs, day 144. I'm out of here. I'm going to bed. It's 4 a.m. Jeez.
Money. Bitch, I'm making money. I'm making all this money. I won't let anyone stop me, cause all they do is